What's up, guys? So welcome if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Thanks for subscribing. Got the coffee going. Black Rifle's definitely going to sponsor me soon. I can feel it coming. So as you've seen on Instagram, I posted a picture of the Rubicon saying that if we got 300 likes, we'd put on the Highlifter Outlaw 3's. So we got 300, and we have a buddy that lent us the Outlaw 3's. They got a Yamaha rim on them though, but I'm pretty sure it's the same bowl pattern, hopefully. So we're gonna mount those on today and try them out. Thanks, Steve, for lending those to me. I've also got a slasher axle in the front end. The other three all around are all balls. I broke one on the last ride, so I'll let you know how that holds up. I asked for an all balls and I got a slasher, so apparently the number's the same. We'll see. Alright guys, let's put these on. Here we've got the Highlifter Outlaw 3 in a 29.5 by 9 by 14 inch rim. I'm just going to measure it against this pole, make a mark, and then put the 29.5 with the 12-inch rim, the Outlaw 1, against it to see the height difference and if these actually measure true to 29.5 like they say they do. Keep in mind the Outlaw 1s have some mileage on them, and these are fairly brand new, so they measure 29. So they're half inch off, which could be just the wear on them because they do have a little bit of mileage, so keep that in mind, but I think they're probably just off by a bit. Wow. Highlifter Outlaw 3's measured half an inch short. And the H1s, the Highlifter 1s, and they have a lot more kilometers on them, so they should be worn down. But they measured about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch taller, which is right at their advertised height. So, there you go. There is the Highlifter Outlaw 3's mounted on the 500 Rubicon. I don't have the suspension stiffened or anything. It's on like its midway setting. Those are 29.5 inch tires. There's tons of room. Tons of room. I went for a quick spin with the Highlifter Outlaw 3's, and I couldn't really find any mud except for one tiny hole, and it was pretty dry and some thick stuff, as you can see. It held on pretty good. In theory, I would think that these tires would clean out very well. I just crawled through it though, and I wanted to see if it could crawl through in two-wheel drive, and it did. It found bottom, it dug down, and it kept pressing forward, so that was good. I need to go find some more, I don't know, terrain that's meant for these tires. We're day 2 of trying out the Outlaw 3's, and it's been hard to find any sort of mud or anything, so I'm definitely in a spot where I found it. Yeah, stay tuned. I can definitely tell they're heavier. Okay, so just a couple more thoughts on these tires right there. I initially said that they didn't clean out that well. That was yesterday. I wasn't getting the wheel speed up. I wasn't in any wet mud. It was really thick, dry stuff. So Today they're cleaning out a lot better. Really happy with the way they're cleaning out. They're pulling pretty good. I'm not trying to get into anything too crazy because I'm by myself and there's like literally nowhere to winch. So far so good. I will say there is a noticeable difference on ride quality. These feel like a stiffer tire. When you drive across the ground, you can just feel the ground a lot more. I think it's because it's a harder compound. You could probably offset that by lowering the air pressure a bit. I think these are at 8 pounds, which is a little higher than what I usually run tires at. But that's what my buddy has them set at, so I'll just leave it and ride them how they are. They are noticeably heavier. I got into the water and it had a really soft bottom, and it's heavy where it is. And you definitely want a gear reduction for these tires. Even though they're only 7 pounds heavier per tire than the Outlaw 1s in the 29.5s, these things are they're heavier. And you absolutely need a gear reduction. I think the bike would really struggle if you got into super thick stuff. So even for the Outlaw 1s, you should have a gear reduction. But if you want to kind of skate by, you can if you don't ride down south in that clay. But yeah. And I'll show you guys some footage of it going through a little bit of slop here. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, don't want to get stuck by myself out here. No winch points. And all the other trails that have winch points don't have mud. So this is what you get. Starting to slick up, so I'm going to throw them forward. All in all, pretty good tire. Maybe not the best choice for the Rubicon unless you're getting a gear reduction right away. I do think they're a bit heavy. They ride a little bit stiffer than the Outlaw 1s, but I think you'd get used to it. And they do seem to clean out decent. They're a lot like an Assassinator, but about half the lug, so you're saving weight there. You can see the clay is holding on to that though, but I think that's just the nature of what we just came through. And they're pretty aggressive. I didn't want to try and spin them too fast or get too deep into the throttle just because of, I don't want to break an axle, honestly. This thing breaks axles like it's its day job, so I mean, yeah, and that's how I feel about these tires. I think they're a good tire, and they fit well. They're 29.5 inches that measure really 29. You don't need a bracket lift or anything to run them, and if you want to pick them up, pick them up.